It's time for high school sports on the NCW Life Channel. Today's broadcast of high school sports on the NCW Life Channel is brought to you by Alignment Pros and Express Lube, Auto Mocha, Color FX, Global Car Care, One Way Construction, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Biosports Physical Therapy, The Windmill Restaurant, and Harvest Valley Pest Control. Now, let's go live for all the action for tonight's coverage of high school sports on your home for local sports, the NCW Life Channel.
Hello and welcome to Eastmontl High School, East Wenatchee WA for today's encounter between the Eastmontl Wildcats and the Wenatchee Panthers. Hi again, I'm Sebastian Moraga. Alongside me, as always, is Matt Wisen. And this game, Matt, has a little bit of everything. We have playoff implications, we have bragging rights, we have a little bit of payback from the last time. It definitely is going to be something to behold.
Yeah, these players have been looking forward to this game since the last one. I think if they could just get rid of the whole rest of their league and just play Eastmont every game, that would satisfy them just fine. With that said, yeah, a lot on the line tonight. Critical placing for playoffs here, and only 4 games, including tonight, left.
Yeah, Wenatchee I believe at 4-4, Eastmontl I believe at 6-3, so they're very close to each other. There's going to be a lot to play for. When we come back, we have the pregame interviews with both head coaches and the keys to the game, the starting lineups, and a whole lot more here on NCW Live Channel. Don't go away.
Choose the pros, Alignment Pros. When your vehicle needs brakes, shocks, struts, or alignment, choose the experts in their field. Alignment Pros and Express Lube with a 5-star rating. The work they perform on your vehicle is as impeccable as their shop. With state-of-the-art equipment, Alignment Pros can handle all large or small vehicles, specialty cars, lifted or lowered. Alignment Pros does them all. Keep your car in top shape at Alignment Pros and Express Lube in East Wenatchee. Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning has been proudly serving the Wenatchee Valley for over 35 years. And just as Dick's has been there for you, they have also been an essential part of our community, supporting local youth sports all year long and your Wenatchee Wild.
Thanks for your support. Thanks, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, for all your support. Thank you.
Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, your local, independent, trained comfort specialist. Call 884-6444 today.
At Harvest Valley Pest Control, we know you are committed to making your home and business a healthy and pest-free place. Hi, I'm David. Give us a call and we'll give you a firm price over the phone and schedule a time that works for you. We will do an in-depth 30-point healthy home or business inspection and craft a customized plan of action designed specifically for your pest issue. Give us a call or visit our website today.
My name is Brian Thorpe. I own Global Car Care in Wenatchee and have been here for about 25 years.
Brian started Global Car Care as Brian's automotive alternative on Orondo Street.
Some customers were following Brian since Brian's automotive time.
No, we're just grateful to be part of this community. This is where I grew up. We want to do our part to be a valuable part of this community. We want to thank you for trusting our business for 25 years.
Hi, I'm Kevin Prosser, and this is my print shop, Color FX in Cashmere. Color FX offers screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing on t-shirts, jerseys, bags, banners, signs, and more. With 30 years experience, you won't be disappointed with the quality and quick turnaround times you will get at more than a fair price. Please call Color FX.
Welcome back to East Wenatchee, side of today's encounter between the Wenatchee Panthers and the Eastmontl Wildcats. It's the Battle of the Bridge soccer style. As part of our pregame coverage, here's the pregame interview with both head coaches of both programs, brought to you all season long by TC Slingers. If it's rock, bark, sand, or soil, there's no need for wheelbarrows, shovels, or rakes. They'll place the material for you. TC Slingers, a proud sponsor of NCW Live Channel. First, on my immediate left is the head coach of the Wildcats, Vidal Hurtado. And, well, there's nothing left to say other than it's a big game. It's a great game, a lot on the line.
Yeah, every year, every season, we say the same thing. Records don't really matter at this point. Between these two teams, they show up to play, and sometimes we come out ahead, sometimes we don't, but they always show up. So it won't be any different tonight.
What did you tell your team, Coach Hurtado? What did you tell the Wildcats before the game?
To enjoy it, especially those seniors this is going to be the last time that they step on the field, home field against Wenatchee if things go the right way. And so just enjoy every minute of it, and everybody else back them up because they will be here in a couple of years.
Absolutely. Matt Wisen, your guest.
Yeah, I guess is Dennis Stronson from Wenatchee. Coach Stronson, we had a little bit different of a situation this last week. We had a Wednesday game on the road at Eisenhower. And you might not seem like a huge deal to the audience, but what does that extra day of rest on a normal Tuesday mean to the team coming into a rivalry game like this on a Friday night? And how did the team prepare? How did you deal with it going back to Wednesday night?
Well, one of the ways we prepared is we were fortunate to get a lead and have control of the match, and we were able to sit some guys down in the last 10 or 15 minutes of the match, knowing that we had this match going ahead. I didn't let the players know that, but that was the reason why I was able to sit some guys down and let the reserves finish it out and give them very specific instructions about how they were to do that. Yesterday would be a normal just day before a game. I asked them, get to bed early, hydrate, take care of yourself, get in treatment if you need it.
How is the team, speaking of that? Are they recovered? Are they ready to go?
Yeah, we are, I think, in much better shape than we were even on Wednesday. We came out of the match healthy. We didn't have any injuries, and the ones we had seemed to be coming along really well.
That's great.
All right, thank you, both of you. Good luck today, and that has been the pregame interview with the head coaches of Wenatchee, Dennis Stronson, and Eastmontl, Vidal Hurtado, brought to you by TC Slingers. When we come back, we have the starting lineups, the keys to the game, and a whole lot more here on NCW Live Channel. Don't go away. Welcome back to East Wenatchee, Eastmontl High School, where we're just about ready to watch these two arch rivals go at it, Wenatchee and Eastmontl and Wenatchee. Matt Wisen, we talked about it in the pregame show, playoff implications for these teams. The road looks slightly easier for East Wenatchee, for Eastmontl. They have 3 games, they're all at home, but on the other hand, one of those games is against West Valley, undefeated leader of the Big Nine.
Yeah, West Valley is definitely a formidable opponent. Wenatchee's hoping if they can beat Eastmontl tonight, then that extra, this is what Wenatchee's hoping, that extra loss to West Valley would put Wenatchee in front of Eastmontl. It doesn't mean necessarily a whole lot, because I don't think anybody's going to really catch West Valley or Sunnyside at the top. But it's still pride's on the line, momentum's on the line going into playoffs.
All right. We're going to have a quick look at the starters for today's encounter between Wenatchee and Eastmontl. First, the visiting Wenatchee Panthers will jump onto the pitch with Logan Nelson at goal, number 25. Defenders, number 17, Diego Sitio, number 5, Freddy Reinaga, number 2, Colby Gillen, number 4, Jacob Wiersma. Midfielders, number 6, Carlos Viramontes, number 8, Israel Rocha, number 14, Omar Lopez. Forward, number 22, Tyler Wisen, proud papa, glowing right next to me right now. Number 9, Ew Holland, and number 10, Jose Camarillo. Eastmontl, the Wildcats, the hosts of this Battle of the Bridge, will jump onto the pitch with Jeremy Gregerson, number 0 at goal, number 3, Sebastián Avilés, number 5, Emmanuel Mendoza, number 6, Alfredo González, number 13, Diego Vázquez. That does it. Oh, number 16, Cristian Camacho. That does it for the defenders. Number 8, Nate Balauro, number 9, Sergio Bravo, number 17, Tony León will take care of the midfield. Number 10, Jorge Cabrera, and number 11, Ulises Maldonado, will try to poke holes in the back of the net. Head coaches, of course, for Wenatchee, Dennis Stronson; for Eastmontl, Vidal Hurtado. One interesting development that we've seen is that we've talked a lot about how the wins against Davis and Moses Lake are going to help the momentum of Eastmontl, but let's not forget what Wenatchee did. They won on the road. That was their first win on the road against, I believe, Eisenhower a couple of days ago.
Yeah, that was a good win for them. They really took control of that game early and kept control throughout the whole game. So great opportunity for Wenatchee to rest some of their starters and prepare for tonight's game.
Absolutely. It's going to be a good opportunity also for Eastmontl to see how they respond. They've had some injuries. They've had Rodriguez with some concussion issues. They've had Gonzalez. We saw Cabrera. We saw Balauro getting tended to during the Davis games. But it's like Dennis Stronson said in the newspaper a couple of days ago. It's the kind of game where the injuries don't really matter. They're going to disappear the moment that whistle blows.
Yeah, these guys are young, and they go to be young again. They won't say they're injured, even if they are right now. So they're all ready to go.
All right, we're going to take a quick break for the national anthem, and when we come back, we'll have the first 40 minutes of this outstanding contest between Wildcats and Panthers. Don't go away.
Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning has been proudly serving the Wenatchee Valley for over 35 years. And just as Dick's has been there for you, they have also been an essential part of our community, supporting local youth sports all year long and your Wenatchee Wild.
Thanks for your support. Thanks, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, for all your support. Thank you.
Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, your local, independent, trained comfort specialist. Call 884-6444 today. Choose the pros, Alignment Pros. When your vehicle needs brakes, shocks, struts, or alignment, choose the experts in their field. Alignment Pros and Express Lube with a 5-star rating. The work they perform on your vehicle is as impeccable as their shop. With state-of-the-art equipment, Alignment Pros can handle all large or small vehicles, specialty cars, lifted or lowered. Alignment Pros does them all. Keep your car in top shape at Alignment Pros and Express Lube in East Wenatchee.
Hi, I'm Kevin Prosser, and this is my print shop, Color Effects in Cashmere. Color Effects offers screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing on t-shirts, jerseys, bags, banners, signs, and more. With 30 years experience, you won't be disappointed with the quality and quick turnaround times you will get at more than a fair price. Please call Color FX.
What's your auto mocha emergency?
It's a Frappuccino mocha with whip.
The espresso shakes are my most favorite because I can get any flavor. Peanut butter chocolate Frappuccino.
Definitely the espresso shakes.
My favorite is the mocha Frappitas.
A peach Red Bull.
To East Wenatchee, Eastmontl High School, the good old 98802, for today's encounter between the Wenatchee Panthers, visiting Wenatchee Panthers, and traveling in rather respectable numbers if the bleachers across from us are telling the story, and the Eastmontl Wildcats. Last-minute huddles for both teams. We're just about ready to start. The Wenatchee Panthers decked entirely in white with purple numbers, and the Eastmontl Wildcats decked entirely in red with white numbers. We have, what are those called, smoke bombs?
Yeah.
We have a red smoke bomb in the student section, along with a sign that is placed facing the Wenatchee fandom that reads, "You wish you were a Wildcat." So not a whole lot of kumbaya-like feelings to begin this contest among the fandom at the very least, Matt Weiser.
Yeah, it'll be fun watching these two crowds go back and forth tonight. Yeah, they always get a little bit rowdy when it comes to Wenatchee.
All right. We are watching the players now take their positions around the center circle. It looks like it will be Wenatchee starting this contest from left to right on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. And they are still huddling up. The Wildcats are taking care of business shortly thereafter from right to left. Once again, Wenatchee 4-4 with a 7-5 record overall. Eastmontl Wildcats 6-3 in league, 8-4 record overall. Eastmontl 3rd place, Wenatchee 4th place. So a lot to play for when Mr. Nelson Elias blows his whistle, checks with his assistants in front and in back, checks his watch. Not quite yet. Last minute prayers from some of the players, and there's the whistle. We are in business here at beautiful East Wenatchee. The deep ball looking to connect with Gillen doesn't quite work. It will go out of bounds, and rather quickly we have the first throw-in of the game favoring Eastmontl. Leon. Bravo. A bit of a mistake there. Shot across. And before Mr. Camarillo could connect, it was cleared away by the back line of Eastmontl. The same miscommunications we saw against Davis seem to be haunting the Eastmontl squad early on in this contest, Matt Wisen.
Yeah, you can't afford to do that with some of these players. They're really coming after and anticipating some of that communication let down.
We're having some technical difficulties right now, ladies and gentlemen. We will do our very best to solve them. But in the meanwhile, let me tell you about Cristian Camacho, the pass for Leon, a charge from behind by Jacob Wiersma, and a free kick favoring, no, just a throw-in. Let's see what the referee says. No, eventually it will be a free kick. He did the throw-in gesture, but he must have been explaining something to the Wenatchee players. There's a shot into the box by Mr. Aviles, El Tocayo. Rejected by Wenatchee. Defensive maneuver by Diego Vasquez. And there goes our good buddy Edgar Reina to try and fetch that ball. He's going to get a little help from one of the fans. There you go, Edgar. Good job, my man. Throw in for Wenatchee. Rejected by Tony Leon. Sent out of bounds. It should be Wenatchee ball, and it is. As we approach the 2:05 mark in the first half of play, a deep run by the right side by Tyler Wisen. Good-looking kid, must take after his mother.
Sure does.
Throw-in for the Panthers. Wiersma. Bit of a push there. It will be. It will be.
It's a foul throw.
Yeah, it's a bad throw-in. And it will be Eastmontl ball. Rescuing the ball for Wenatchee is Wiersma. Shot into the box for Wisen. The scoop maneuver by Viramontes. Looks up, shot across. And swinging kick does not pay dividends by Rocha. Trying again for Wenatchee is Reinaga. That one over there is Camarillo off of a couple of strong showings. He's having a quite the good season, that young man is. Rocha. Rejected by Leon. Rocha once again trying for Wenatchee. Holland. Lopez. Marked that time by Gonzalez. Taken back by Eastmontl. The ball a bit too long for Balaura, looks like. Defensive maneuver by Reynaga. Rescued by Vasquez. Taken back for Wenatchee by Wiersma. Wiersma, deep ball looking for Camarillo. Instead, it's Holland. Camarillo takes his place inside the box. To him it goes. The shot across. Cleared away that time by Mendoza. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be a throw-in for Wenatchee, and it is. Holland. Lopez into the box. Pivoting header. Camarillo. Wyson. Swept away by Tony Leon. Wenatchee putting some pressure here early on in this contest. Wiersma. And a bit of a charge there. Let's see what the referee says. He says play on.
Gave it to advantage there. I'm not sure I go with that advantage call right there. I'd bring it back. It's too late now.
Gillen under siege. Cleared away by Camacho. Camacho rescued for Wenatchee by Rocha. Rocha under some pressure by Sergio Bravo. Bravo. Delivery doesn't work. Camarillo. Shot across. Camarillo. Personal maneuver instead. There it is. The shot and the stop by Mr. Gregerson. Beautiful personal maneuver by Camarillo and a good effort that time by, Carlos. It looks like that's right, Carlos Viramontes, number 6.
Yeah, Wenatchee's putting Eastmont's back line under some real pressure right now. They didn't do that as much the first time. And
shot across. Sorry about that, Matt. Top of the box. Whistle on the play. Handball, you were saying?
So Wenatchee hasn't put Eastmontl under that kind of pressure. They didn't do that the first time when Wenatchee saw Eastmontl at the Apple Bowl. Now tonight they've kind of shifted their tact a little bit and have become much more of a team-oriented attack in the final third.
They're giving Eastmontl all they can handle here early on as we approach the 6-minute, 10-second mark of play. The ball will belong to Eastmontl on a goal kick. Strong beginning so far for the Wenatchee Panthers here in unfriendly territory across the bridge for the second of 2 games between these two schools. The first one favoring Wenatchee 2-0 if memory serves me right, Matt Wisen.
Yep, 2-0. Mr. Lalo got both goals, Mr. Camarillo. And both of those were a lot of individual effort.
Nice play by Maldonado. Getting a shout of approbation and praise from the crowd here right underneath us. Deep ball looking to connect with Wyson. Let's see what happens here. They're off to the races with Camacho. Wyson, bad maneuver by the goalkeeper. It should be a corner kick, and it is. Good effort that time by young Tyler Wyson.
Good job fighting out that bar, that arm getting through. And also a great job by the keeper reading that and coming out.
That will be the first corner kick of the game for either team. And it will favor the Wenatchee Panthers. There's the shot. Far post looking for Holland or perhaps Lopez. It's Lopez. Swinging left foot. Wyson the shot and the stop by Gregerson. Let's see who's going to try again. Cleared away by Mendoza. They're still trying, and there's Gregerson to put a stop to the danger.
Gregerson is all over that. Otherwise, we're looking at almost 2-0 right now.
So far, I would say the best player for Eastmontl, far and away, in this early part of the contest, Matt Wyson.
Yeah, he's been standing on his head back there, and Eastmont's really got to tighten up. So I think we got our mic issues sorted out now. You can hear me. Yeah, that's great. Hopefully Eastmontl feeds off of that energy that Gregerson's putting out there and tightens things up and can make this a little bit more of a game.
Not to sound too much like a Sprint commercial, but can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
All right,
yes.
We're in business now, folks. Across midfield we go. EU Holland being marked that time. And it looks like it will be, it was Nate Balauro marking him. And it'll be a throw-in for Eastmontl. Viramontes across the center alley. Colby Yellen showing some speed, leaving Leon behind. Bounces off Cabrera. Cabrera taking it back. Cabrera leaving one. Cabrera trying for two. He's stopped by Wiersma. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw-in for Wenatchee.
Great tackle by Wiersma there. Timed that perfectly.
Throw-in. Into the box it goes. Bit of a mixer there. Aviles with some trouble. There's the touch. Flag is up. And Mr. Wisen, the younger one that is, has a goal called back as we approach the 10th minute mark in this first half of play. So far, Wenatchee, a lot stronger showing than the hosts. Matt Wisen.
Yeah, Wenatchee definitely has maybe been watching some tape on Eastmontl, and their back line just really isn't compressed enough and marking up man-to-man inside the defensive third.
Shot across. Leon, half volley. Interesting cross that time from Balauro. Balauro, flag is up. The referee says offsides. And it will be Wenatchee ball. And Mr. Logan Nelson taking care of this one. The Alignment Pros and Express Lube. Keep your car in top shape at Alignment Pros and Express Lube, including front and four-wheel alignment. Online at alignpros.com or at 182 Eastmont Avenue here in East Wenatchee. Vasquez trying to connect with Balauro. Cleared away by Lopez. Holland battling with Maldonado. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be Wenatchee ball. And it will be Mr. Lopez taking care of it. Lopez. We see at least one Wenatchee player beginning to warm up. There's Bravo taken back by Wenatchee. Putting some pressure is Cabrera. Reynaga delivers with a little time. Wiersma. Camarillo. Nice touch for Viramontes with some room. Good ball for Holland. Three waiting in the box. He gets the shot across. Blocked away that time by Camacho. The shot and another beautiful save by Mr. Gregerson. My goodness, what would it be of Eastmontl if Gregerson wasn't on his game?
Yeah, it's not looking pretty for the back line. Gregerson is absolutely carrying that whole back.
Holland taken back by Cabrera. Cabrera playing the pause button a little bit. Lopez recovering for Wenatchee. Viramontes, Holland into the box. And Jeremy Gregerson with the stop. 12 minutes, 31 seconds into this, the first half of play. Automoca, what is your Automoca emergency? Visit one of their 6 locations in the valley, including the only Automoca with inside seating on 5th Street across from the college. The referee has put a stop to the play. We'll see what he calls on this one. It will be a throw-in for Eastmontl. Holland. Sitio. Reynaga. Cleared away that time by Gonzalez. Ball goes out of bounds. And there's my man Edgar. Reynaga. Reynaga once again. Wiersma. Viramontes and Lopez. Recovered by Eastmontl. Balauro and Bravo. Holland. Free kick for Eastmontl. Taking care of it will be Lopez. As we see an Eastmontl player almost ready to enter the contest. Ball into the box. Holland. Oh my goodness! A mistake by Gregerson. His first one of the game. He had been on his game for the first 15 minutes, 14 and change. And a bit of a slip there. A missed time on the jump. And it's a corner kick. And lucky for Eastmontl, just a corner kick for the Panthers. Matt Wisen.
Yeah, that was a really dangerous ball. And kind of routine for Mr. Gregerson to handle that one. So I'm not really sure what went wrong.
Colby Gillen. Wisen the shot and the stop by Mr. Gregerson. A good shot that time. Cleared back by Sitio and Nelson. Trying again is Leon. Leon and Vasquez. Vasquez and Bravo. Bravo and Mendoza. Mendoza. Gillen doing battle. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw in for Eastmontl. This beleaguered Eastmontl squad trying to impose its will on a very confident Wenatchee team. Holland now playing on the right side. Viramontes leaving one behind. Good ball that time. Reynaga into the box. Shot across. And Mr. Gregerson has to act as his own sweeper. That ball wasn't going to reach Camarillo, but man.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he didn't handle that ball with his hands right there and kind of basically put it back into play for Wenatchee.
Leon, no foul, says the referee, and I agree with him. Leon. Gonzalez. A bit of a charge whistle on the play. It's Sitio being called on the foul. It will be a free kick for Eastmontl, and Eastmontl is dangerous in this kind of situations, Matt Wisen.
Yeah, Eastmontl has had plenty of set pieces and lots of good looks inside the attacking third.
Santos Fuentes, number 4, will enter the contest. First substitution for the Wildcats, replacing Mendoza, number 5. Shot across, and Mr. Logan Nelson takes care of it. Vasquez. Wisen putting some pressure. And the stop by Gregerson. Eastmontl trying to control the tempo of this game. Bravo. Balauro. Bit too long that time for Vasquez. Recovered by Wenatchee. There's Camarillo. Camarillo and Wisen teaming up. Bit of a slip in this natural grass. Vasquez. Bravo. Aviles. Across midfield we go. The pivoting header by Balauro doesn't quite work. Recovering for Wenatchee is Rocha. That one is Viramontes. Marked by Bravo. Wiersma. Off to the races is Gillen. Aviles. Aviles trying to let the ball go out of bounds. It doesn't quite work. Gillen recovers. There's no foul. The referee does. Viramontes, the shot. Cleared away that time by the back line of Eastmontl. It looks like, it was Fuentes with the clearing. Balauro. Off to the races we go. There's Cabrera. Cabrera matching speed with Wiersma. And this one will go out of bounds. It will be Eastmontl ball little by little. Eastmontl making its presence known in the final third. There's Balauro, the shot, Balauro! And with a bit of trouble, Mr. Nelson controls in the second try, and I believe, no, everything copacetic. I thought that Cabrera might have kicked Nelson in his hands, but Nelson is just eager and ready to restart this contest. Little by little, Eastmontl inching closer to the gate defended by Logan Nelson, but it's still Wenatchee's tempo that's carrying this game. There's a shot 25 plus yards out, and the effort by, let's have a look. number 22, Tyler Wisen, goes wide. A substitution coming for Wenatchee. It's Mr. Colby Gillen taking a seat, being replaced by none other than, it looks like, number 15, Julio Garibay. Let's make a note of that. Garibay, 15, getting his first taste of playing time here at the Battle of the Bridge, soccer style. There's Garibay. Leon, taken back by Camarillo. Camarillo and Wisen. Wisen leaving one behind. Right-footed shot. The shot and the stop by Jeremy Gregerson. Another corner kick, third of the game for Wenatchee in this first half of play. 19 minutes, 48 seconds into this one. Entertaining stuff here early on, Matt Wisen.
Yeah, definitely. Not necessarily just back and forth, but some good soccer being played on both sides.
There's the shot. Garibay on the corner kick, cleared away by Aviles. Wisen recovering it. Let's see, the referee seems to be calling dangerous play. The old high kick. And there will be an indirect free kick for the Wildcats. Gregerson into Wenatchee territory. Rocha recovering for Wenatchee. Holland scooped away by Fuentes. Across midfield into Wenatchee land. Pushed upfield for Wisen. The ball a bit too long for Camarillo, and his body language, Camarillo, says it all on that one.
Yeah, I think they were both anticipating something different going on. And taking them a little while. Tyler's been up on varsity now for about a week, and so trying to find that chemistry is coming. But still taking a little bit.
One of the two goals by Camarillo against Eisenhower was thanks to an assist by Tyler Wisen. So we're seeing some flashes of that at the very least. Correct?
Yeah. He's used to playing with players like Mr. Camarillo, and it's nice to see them on the same level, skill level, and really attacking oriented.
Excuse me. Nothing like a sip of water to make you feel human again. We're back in action, I think. Cabrera. Good move that time. Excuse me.
Are you sure that's water you're drinking?
It is water, sir. Shot across, and the stop by Gregerson, and the second try by Camarillo, and his body language speaking volumes there once again.
Oh, they're getting shots, and Mr. Gregerson is just a brick wall right now.
22 minutes, 12 seconds.
So a quick shout out to some in-laws that are watching the game and family that are watching the game tonight. Jonah and
please do
and
go
Debbie,
right ahead.
my mother-in-law. Wish you guys were here to watch this. It's a great night for soccer. A lot less wind than we were originally anticipating.
Free kick that time for Eastmontl. We're back in business now with Bravo. Bravo connecting with Balauro. Into the box we go. Swept away by Rocha. Rocha and Holland. Holland and Viramontes. Viramontes and the quick recovery by Leon. Leon and Cabrera. Cabrera moving up the center alley. And it was actually Vasquez that delivered the ball to Cabrera. Foul called that time. And a lovely bit of sportsmanship by Wiersma. You were saying?
Nothing. It was it went down pretty easily on that, but great sportsmanship there. And I think Wenatchee has definitely scouted how quickly Mr. Cabrera is and anxious to get two people around him.
Victor Andrade, number 15, will replace Ulises Maldonado for Eastmontl. Cabrera into the box, cleared away by Wenatchee. This could be a quick counter in the making. Camacho and Leon, flag is up. None of that will count. Good idea, but Mr. Leon was in an illicit position, and it will be an indirect free kick for Wenatchee. 24 minutes, 8 seconds into this one. Entertaining stuff. Lovely evening. Great crowd. If you're just tuning in, it's Wenatchee and Eastmontl. Eastmontl and Wenatchee. Fuentes across midfield. Recovered that time by Lopez. Taken back once again by Eastmontl. The stop by Nelson. And the ball goes out of bounds. A throw-in for the Wildcats. Not quite a 50-50 game just yet, but Eastmontl starting to find its way in the darkness, so to speak, once they cross the midfield and enter Wenatchee territory. They don't seem as lost as they did earlier on in this contest, Matt Wiseman.
They're starting to bring some more numbers up. They kind of have to, but it puts them in a catch-22 when they bring more numbers up. The last thing they want to do is take it off their back line now that they've been under siege.
Wisen looking for Holland. Rejected that time by the back line of the Wildcats. The ball by Cabrera doesn't quite work to his liking. And the stop by Nelson, delivering to his right for Mr. Reynaga. Reynaga and Viramontes. Viramontes and Reynaga. Yours, mine, mine, yours. Tack, tack, tack. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for Eastmontl. Substitution happening shortly. Yes, it's Hugh Holland taking a seat. And it looks like Mr. Gillen is re-entering the contest, Matt?
Yeah, that's Colby coming in. Both players playing really well tonight.
A bit of a shove there. Clear foul. It will be Mr. Gonzalez not agreeing, of course, but it will be a free kick for Wenatchee deep in their own half of the field. 26 minutes, 15 seconds into this one. Color Effects, offering screen printing, embroidery, digital printing, and logo design for your team, school, business, or church. At a fair price, locally owned for over 20 years. Call Color Effects at 509-470-9586. A bad delivery that time. It was Fuentes struggling to get past Gillen. Gillen, the touch to Viramontes, shot into the box. Cleared away that time by Leon. Leon and Cabrera, looks like. Cabrera leaves one behind. Goes with a little give and go there for Bravo. Bravo opening the game up that way for Andrade. Andrade and Cabrera. Cabrera with some room. Lets it go for for Gonzalez. Stopped right at the heart of the D there. Right at the 18. Gregerson trying to find Fuentes. Instead, he finds the sideline. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for Wenatchee, a team that has 3 players warming up right now. 27:36 on the clock. We're still tied at 0-0. Entertaining contest here in East Wenatchee. Thank you for joining us, Sebastián Moraga, along with Matt Wisen on the call for this contest. Viramontes cleared away that time by Vasquez. All the way we go to Balauro. Balauro, the bounce, and let's see what happens with this one. No, it sails wide. But oh my, Mr. Balauro almost had the weirdest goal of the year happen to him. But instead of sailing straight up, the ball bounced off him and went to the sideline.
Yeah, that was really not the greatest of, I wouldn't advise that kind of a back pass with your keeper in that position.
Wisen hits the deck. Play continues. Viramontes and Camarillo. Camarillo and Avilés. I saw a foul there. Referee didn't. That's what counts. There's Gillen. Shot across. Calling for it that time was Garibay. Gillen trying again past the referee. Wiersma. Right-footed shot. There's Garibay. Flag is up. None of that will count. Illicit position offsides it will be an indirect free kick for Eastmontl. 28 minutes, 53 seconds into this, the first half of play. A quick shout out to Ed Navarro, who is watching this game right over there, right next to our favorite ball boy, Edgar Reina. Ed Navarro, a longtime referee, longtime friend also of NCW Live Channel. Camarillo. The touch that time for Gillen. Asking for it was Wiersma. To him it goes. Wiersma looking to connect with Garibay. He's going to run out of room. Ball will belong to the Eastmontl Wildcats via this upcoming goal kick. 29 minutes, 43 seconds on the clock. We're still tied at 0-0. Global Car Care, a quality auto repair facility with highly trained technicians celebrating 25 years in the car care business. They speak your car's language at 1840 North Wenatchee Avenue. We have a substitution for Wenatchee. It looks like number 19. Let's have a look at the roster. That would be Mr. Abraham Martinez entering the contest. We're back in action now. Fuentes with the deep ball. Balauro. Andrade. The touch. Cabrera. And Mr. Nelson will try to keep it in bounds and fail. Good effort for both. And it will be a corner kick for Eastmontl. First corner kick of the half and the game for the hosting Wildcats. Leon and Cabrera and Leon. Back to Cabrera, into the box. And that looked like a penalty kick to me.
I don't see it.
That looked like a penalty kick to me. I'm sorry, Matt. I know that I know that Jorge has a reputation, but that looked like a fair and square foul, if there's such a thing. There's the ball. Wyson, right-footed shot. Wyson! And the stop once again by Jeremy Gregerson, who has to buy lottery tickets tomorrow morning, first thing. Cabrera. Leon. Vasquez. The touch up field for Eastmontl. That was Camacho on the pass. We're on the other end now. Gillen. Marked by Aviles. Shot across. Camarillo the header. And once again, Mr. Gregerson.
Whew. That looked like a corner to me. Yeah, I think they're gonna point to. Oh,
that looked like a goal kick to me, actually. To be quite honest, it looked like Gregerson slapped it and the ball bounced off the forward's head. 32 minutes, 2 seconds. I know that it was a pretty close to a 50-50 play there, but it looked like the referee made the right call ultimately.
I was reading I didn't really quite get a good look at it. I was reading the players' immediate reaction, the two that were involved, and it looked like we had a turnaround walk towards goal and a turnaround walk towards corner.
Number 12 for Wenatchee has entered the contest. That would be Kevin Mendoza. The third sub for the Panthers, throwing that time. Pivoting header by Wyson. Bit of a screen there by Fuentes. And there is Nelson. Goal kick for Wenatchee. We're still trying to figure out if that is indeed Kevin Mendoza. Throwing for Wenatchee. Yes, it is Kevin Mendoza, number 12. He's in the box now right next to Gregerson. 33 minutes, 33 seconds on the clock. Wiersma. Into the box. Defensive maneuver. Bit of a shove there, looked like by Mr. Andrade. It goes uncalled. Gillen trying again. That one sails wide. Not a major problem for the back line of Eastmontl. And we will have a goal kick favoring the hosting Wildcats that are tied 0-0 against their arch rivals from across the bridge, the Wenatchee Panthers, here at Eastmontl High School. Gregerson cutting it close with Camacho. Camacho and Leon. Leon and Bravo. Bravo and Fuentes. Taken back by Eastmontl. There is Kevin Mendoza. Whistle on the play, foul called, and it looks like Mr. Bravo is the one that's hurting. Will we have the first yellow card of the game? No, just a bit of a lecture there. It is indeed Sergio Bravo, the recipient of that foul. It will be a free kick for Eastmontl. As we approach the 35-minute, 5-second mark on the clock. Just a handful of minutes before the break in what has been a very entertaining first half between Eastmontl and Wenatchee. Wenatchee and Eastmontl. Andrade, taken back by Gillen. Kevin Mendoza, marked that time by Fuentes. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Eastmontl ball. Off to the races is Balauro. Touched up field by Vasquez. Gonzalez. Camacho. Leon. Marked that time by Wenatchee. Across midfield, the ball goes by Wiersma. Trying again for Eastmontl is Camacho. Can't catch up to it. Wisen will defer.
Eastmont's got a player cramping up on the far side, it looks like.
Wiersma, let's have a look-see, indeed. Tell you in a second who it is. He's vertical now, so.
I think that's Mr. Bolero.
Yep, indeed, number 8 on the back, Nate Balauro. Let's not forget that it wasn't that long ago that these Eastmontl fellas had to pull a long shift to beat Davis. The header by Wisen. Now the swing, the shot, and the stop by Jeremy Gregerson. How many saves does he have in this first half? I would like to say at least 6 or 7 at the very least.
I'd say 6 or 7. But then I think Mr. Gregerson just carried the ball over that penalty line. Almost gave up a free kick right there. But with that said, I mean, he is making some outstanding saves tonight.
Without a doubt.
That was a great turn and a left-footed shot there by Tyler. And looks like, is that Mr. Camarillo?
Camarillo returning to the pitch, replacing Kevin Mendoza. There's Camarillo himself. Fuentes on the mark. Cabrera looking for a high kick call. None forthcoming. Wisen. Viramontes marked by Cabrera. Make your move, he says. Leon on the recovery. Leon. Cabrera. Trying to thread the needle between two markers. Stands back and delivers for Camacho. Camacho and Vasquez. Recovered by Wisen. Flag is up. I don't think I agree with that call. What do you say, Matt Wisen?
I didn't quite see it all. I saw him running back, so I mean I think he
that could be
said he came from an
off.
offside position.
Yeah, we've seen some of those lately. Leon, we're back in business. Gonzalez, pass Vasquez to Fuentes, trying to connect with the right wing there. The delivery by the back line of Wenatchee is stopped by Mr. Gregerson. 38 minutes on the clock. And it will be up to Mr. Nelson Elias to determine how much longer we play here in this first half at Eastmontl High School. The throw-in needs to back up a little, says the referee. And Jacob Wiersma does just that. Wiersma interrupted by Leon. Vasquez. Leon looking up. Along the stripe for Gonzalez. And a late kick. Referee says no foul. Looked like an entanglement there between Gonzalez and his marker number 19, Martinez. But the referee says no foul. Play continues, and now it's Gregerson. Gregerson rolling left for Camacho. Camacho, the deep ball over the head of Balauro. Cabrera, Balauro, interrupted by Lopez. Foul called. Play quickly putting it in motion is Wiersma, looking for Wisen. The two W's hooking up. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Wenatchee ball. The last one to touch it was Camacho, says the referee. And this may well be the last play of this half. Here comes the throw-in. Wiersma. Viramontes. Far post. Bit too far. Gillen over to chase it. Accompanying is Andrade. Andrade and Gilling. Gilling and Andrade. The ball goes out of bounds. It should be Wenatchee ball. Nelson Elias, the head referee, whistle in his mouth. Shouldn't take too long now. 3 headers, 4 headers. And Leon with the half volley. And there's the whistle that tells us that this first half can now be found on the vintage section of the store. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll tell you all about what's coming and what has just transpired here at Eastmontl High School. This is NCW Live Channel. Don't go away.
Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning has been proudly serving the Wenatchee Valley for over 35 years. And just as Dick's has been there for you, they have also been an essential part of our community, supporting local youth sports all year long and your Wenatchee Wild.
Thanks for your support. Thanks, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, for all your support. Thank you.
Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, your local, independent, trained comfort specialist. Call 884-6444 today.
At Harvest Valley Pest Control, we know you are committed to making your home and business a healthy and pest-free place. Hi, I'm David. Give us a call and we'll give you a firm price over the phone and schedule a time that works for you. We will do an in-depth 30-point healthy home or business inspection and craft a customized plan of action designed specifically for your pest issue. Give us a call or visit our website today.
Choose the pros, Alignment Pros. When your vehicle needs brakes, shocks, struts, or alignment, choose the experts in their field. Alignment Pros and Express Lube with a 5-star rating. The work they perform on your vehicle is as impeccable as their shop. With state-of-the-art equipment, Alignment Pros can handle all large or small vehicles, specialty cars, lifted or lowered. Alignment Pros does them all. Keep your car in top shape at Alignment Pros and Express Lube in East Wenatchee.
Hi, I'm Kevin Prosser, and this is my print shop, Color Effects in Cashmere. Color Effects offers screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing on t-shirts, jerseys, bags, banners, signs, and more. With 30 years experience, you won't be disappointed with the quality and quick turnaround times you will get at more than a fair price. Please call Color FX.
What's your Automocha emergency?
It's a Frapita mocha with whip.
The espresso shakes are my most favorite because I can get any flavor. Peanut butter chocolate for pita.
Definitely the espresso shakes.
My favorite is the mocha for pitas.
A peach Red Bull.
Back to East Wenatchee, Eastmontl High School, site of 40 minutes of entertaining, to say the least, soccer, but the scoreboard is telling us that it's still a 0-0 tie between Eastmontl and Wenatchee and Eastmontl. This is a big game. We've talked about it for both teams. They both want A, to qualify for the playoffs, and B, to be able to secure at the very least one home game in the playoffs. So the sooner they can lock this W down, the better for them. But to be honest, for the first 20-25 minutes, it looked like if not for Gregerson, Wenatchee would be running away with it. Matt Wisen.
Yeah, I was actually going to try and get a shot count tonight, and all that went out the window. I think I ran out of my ink and my pen, so I just gave up trying to keep track. Mr. Gregerson has been doing a fantastic job between the pipes, and hopefully he can get some help from his back line.
Now, one of the things that we've talked about is that how much these teams are or are not accustomed to playing on natural grass, and that hasn't been a factor at all today. They both have had good command of the ball. They've both managed to go deep. We haven't seen nearly as many slips as we saw in the first half against Davis, in the Eastmontl game against Davis. So it looks like these teams are feeling quite comfortable playing on this surface right now.
Yeah, it's not a great surface. It looks great on camera from way up here at 5,000-foot elevation. It's still bumpy, and there's still some big dips and stuff in it, and some hard, fast places. But these guys have played all over the place. They've played in much worse, and they played much better. So they're doing pretty good. It is a little better footing tonight than it was on Tuesday night against Davis, and we are seeing a fewer players slipping and sliding.
After you've played at Market Stadium in Yakima, nothing really can scare you, you know.
Yeah, I think I've left my fair share of skin back
there. Oh yeah, especially right in front, right in the six there.
Yep.
That's of all the places to have zero grass, it's right in front of the mouth of the goal. It's really quite remarkable. But some good memories there for soccer aficionados from across North Central Washington, as well as some rough memories too. Let's have a quick look. 3 corner kicks for Wenatchee, 1 corner kick for Eastmontl, and no yellow cards for either team. Of course, no red cards for either team. And the most important stat, we're still tied at 0-0. Eastmontl and Wenatchee and Eastmontl. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we will tell you all about the upcoming 40 minutes of soccer action. Who will take the bragging rights home? We're about to find out. This is NCW Live Channel. Don't go away.
Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning has been proudly serving the Wenatchee Valley for over 35 years. And just as Dick's has been there for you, they have also been an essential part of our community, supporting local youth sports all year long and your Wenatchee Wild.
Thanks for your support. Thanks, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, for all your support. Thank you.
Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, your local, independent, trained comfort specialist. Call 884-6444 today.
At Harvest Valley Pest Control, we know you are committed to making your home and business a healthy and pest-free place. Hi, I'm David. Give us a call and we'll give you a firm price over the phone and schedule a time that works for you. We will do an in-depth 30-point healthy home or business inspection and craft a customized plan of action designed specifically for your pest issue. Give us a call or visit our website today.
Choose the pros, Alignment Pros. When your vehicle needs brakes, shocks, struts, or alignment, choose the experts in their field. Alignment Pros and Express Lube with a 5-star rating. The work they perform on your vehicle is as impeccable as their shop. With state-of-the-art equipment, Alignment Pros can handle all large or small vehicles, specialty cars, lifted or lowered. Alignment Pros does them all. Keep your car in top shape at Alignment Pros and Express Lube in East Wenatchee.
Hi, I'm Kevin Prosser, and this is my print shop, Color Effects in Cashmere. Color Effects offers screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing on t-shirts, jerseys, bags, banners, signs, and more. With 30 years experience, you won't be disappointed with the quality and quick turnaround times you will get at more than a fair price. Please call Color FX.
What's your Automocha emergency?
It's a Frappuccino mocha with whip.
The espresso shakes are my most favorite because I can get any flavor. Peanut butter chocolate for pita.
Definitely espresso shakes.
My favorite is the mocha for pitas.
A peach Red Bull.
Check, 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 check.
Check, check.
Welcome back to
Eastmontl High
thank
School
you.
Stadium.
Eastmontl High School. See, that's what.
Home of the Wildcats.
Oh, is it the Wildcats? Is it? All right. For the second half of this contest between Wenatchee and Eastmontl and Wenatchee. Beautiful night out for soccer. Whistle is on. We are in business. Eastmontl decked in red, taking care of business from left to right on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. In the opposite direction, the folks dressed in white, Wenatchee High School Panthers. Let's see how this particular catfight ends up. There's Aviles. Aviles with a bit of room across midfield. The touch for Gonzalez, taken back by Rocha. Rocha and Holland. Holland being chased and fouled by Bravo. Rocha prevailing and taking the ball is Gonzalez, being marked that time by Viramontes. Whistle on the play. Viramontes had a hand on Gonzalez's hip right in front of the referee. Play is stopped. Free kick for Eastmontl. We're just underway here in the second half. A minute, just under a minute of action here at Eastmontl High School. The kick, defensive header. Trying again is Bravo. Bravo shot across. It bounced off a defender, but it stopped in time by Mr. Nelson. Nelson rolling right. Balauro interrupting. Nobody in that zip code.
It's a strong throw.
Yeah. Wiersma pushing upfield. Wyson and Gillen. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be a throw-in for Wenatchee, and it is. Wiersma will take care of it. 3 substitutions for Wenatchee in the first half. 2 substitutions for Eastmontl in the second half. Look at Nelson where he's playing. He is all by himself in his half of the field, and he's acting like it.
Yep. Yeah, he's probably appropriate. Sometimes he can get out a little high, and he's on the verge of that. But right now, Eastmontl doesn't look like they're set up for any kind of counter.
Why is this throwing taking so long? There we go. I thought he was going to do a flip for a second. Remember those flips?
Yeah. Mr. Springer, I believe.
Yeah. And speaking of flip, there's a half bicycle kick by Camarillo. Trying again is Gillen. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Eastmontl ball. The referee has called a foul. It will be Eastmontl ball via a free kick instead of just a throw-in. 42 minutes, 42 seconds on the clock. Let me tell you, folks, about One Way Construction, a premier custom home builder and construction company for North Central Washington, including general contracting, framing, concrete, and consulting services. Online at onewayconstructionnw.com. Deep run by Wyson. Wyson trying to get past his marker. First on it, however, looks like, yes, indeed, number 16 for Eastmontl. That will be Camacho, sending it to the corner kick. First corner kick of the game, of the second half, rather. And it belongs to Wenatchee. There's the corner kick. Far post. Holland trying to keep it in bounds. Does not prosper. Ball goes out. And it will be a goal kick for Eastmontl. Mr. Gregerson taking care of it. Fuentes. Santos Fuentes. Bravo. Past Gonzalez and on to Cabrera. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be Eastmontl ball in my opinion, but the referee disagrees and he has the flag, he has the whistle. We'll go with the experts on this one. Throw in for Wenatchee. A charge from behind, and that deserves a yellow card in my opinion, but the referee will be a little more forgiving.
That was pretty blatant.
Yeah. The foul called on number 4, Fuentes. Free kick for Wenatchee taken care of by Omar Lopez. 44-35 on the clock. We're just starting here the second half. Tied at 0-0. Header from the 18. The stop by Gregerson, not a major problem. The Windmill, a time-tested restaurant providing traditional steakhouse meals in a homey, old-fashioned dining room. Open 7 days a week, 4:30 to 9 p.m. Call 509-665-9529. There's a player down. It's Leon, but play continues. Gonzalez, bested that time by Lopez. Taken back by Bravo and Fuentes and Vasquez with a bit of trouble. Wisen lurking nearby. Aviles, deep ball looking for Cabrera. Instead, right at the line is Mr. Nelson with the stop. Leon walking, looks somewhat normally from up here. Looks like he's all right. Bit of a battle there. Aviles and Balauro and Camacho. Camacho the ball with more style than accuracy, with more style than urgency than accuracy, I should say. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for Wenatchee. No substitutions forthcoming as of yet. We see one player warming up, however, for the Wenatchee Panthers. We're still tied at 0-0. 46:04 on the clock. Throw-in for Wenatchee. There's the whistle. Play will resume shortly. Header that time by Wisen. Aviles to his keeper. Gregerson. Straight up into Wenatchee territory. Pivoting header that time by Cabrera and Balauro. Balauro the shot. Balauro. My goodness! Woo! What a shot by Nate Balauro. And the crossbar saves the Wenatchee Panthers. Matt Wisen.
That's one of those times we're talking about. You get out a little too high, and you're just flirting with that chip ball. And Balauro, I've seen him put that one away way too many times to be comfortable if you're Mr. Nelson back there.
Vasquez. Leon. Stolen by Camarillo. Left-footed touch for Gillen. Into the box. Marked by Fuentes. The shot and the stop by Gregerson. So from end-to-end action here at the beginning of the second half between Eastmontl and Wenatchee and Eastmontl. Gillen. Past Bravo. Rejected. Taken back that time by Wiersma. Wiersma with a bit of room. Assistant referee calling the foul first, and it will be a free kick for Wenatchee. The Eastmontl player pleading his case. We'll tell you in a second who it is. He's one of the two on the wall right now, and it's Nate Balauro. Referee counting the steps. There's 4, there's 6, there's 8, and there's 10. 9 meters 15. Free kick coming.
Sailed it.
To the Birds.
I've seen a few of those tonight. I think your adrenaline is just pumping a little bit too much in one of these rival matches that to what's normally pretty routine gets ramped up a little bit.
That was Jacob Wiersma with the shot, and now it's Mr. Gregerson's duty to restart the action from his own end of the field. 48-38 on the clock, folks. Let me tell you really quick about Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning. They service all brand of commercial and residential HVAC systems. Call 509-884-6444 for more information. Foul called. A bit of a lecture for Tyler Wisen and a free kick for the Eastmontl Wildcats. We're back in action now. Balauro, one of those moves that he so very much likes. Battling with Gillen. Whistle on the play. Foul called. It will be a free kick for Wenatchee. Taking care of it for the Panthers will be one of the co-captains of this team, Diego Sitio. Sitio and Nelson. Over to put some pressure is Cabrera. Nelson. Opening the game up to the right flank for Wiersma. Off to the races we go. There's Camarillo trying to chase it. First on it, however, is Camacho. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a goal kick for the Wildcats. 49 minutes, 49 seconds on the clock. We're still tied at 0-0. Thank you for being with us. Sebastián Moraga, Matt Wisen on the call for today's game between the Wildcats and the Panthers. The Panthers and the Wildcats. Holland doing some battle there. Bit of a ping-pong game at the moment. Leon and Andrade. Andrade and Leon. A bit too long that time. Scooped away. Vasquez. Camacho. Over to look for Sergio Bravo. Under siege. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Eastmontl ball. Bravo. Balauro, another chipper. That one a lot farther away than the last one we saw, Matt Wisen.
Yeah, that was more, I think, more of a cross in front, and he didn't want to sail it that far. But another one of those adrenaline issues, and you catch it just right on your foot.
It will be a goal kick for Wenatchee as we have reached the 51st minute of play here at Eastmontl High School. Avilés. Camarillo putting some pressure. Now it's Wisen. Camarillo. Vasquez. Taken back by Camarillo. The shot and Avilés. Let's see what the referee calls this one. It will be a corner kick and Avilés sending it to the corner, and he is looking a little shaken up after that play. A couple of teammates go and check on him.
Yeah, that was I mean, you never want your center back to be slide tackling a guy basically
in the heart
10
of the
yards
box.
out of the goal, but that was all he could do. Otherwise,
it's a 1-0.
It's 1-0.
The corner kick, first corner kick of the game of the half by my count for Wenatchee. Into the box we go. The header by Omar Lopez sails wide, and it will be a goal kick for the Eastmontl Wildcats. So where are your in-laws coming from?
Oh, they're actually streaming the game.
Oh,
we're streaming on ncwlife.com.
All right, I thought they were just chilling out in your living room.
Yeah, no, I wish. It's always good to have family time, but no, they're got lots of family watching tonight's game.
All right. Why? Just kidding.
Can't get enough of me, I guess. Right?
Well, all right. We're back in action here, folks. Across midfield we go. Omar Lopez rejected that time by Vasquez. Trying again is the always speedy Marcos Bravo, number 1. Substitution for Wenatchee. And we have another sub on the pitch. We'll tell you in a second who he is. Because here come the Panthers. Lopez trying to connect with Camarillo. There's Camarillo. He's got a good left foot. He's got a good both feet, actually. Aviles. Oh, bad delivery. The shot. And Mr. Gregerson once again saving his team. The shot by Pedro Medina. That's the other sub, number 3. Gillen switching flanks for Bravo. Marked by Andrade. Bravo off to the races. Flag is up. Foul called
that
clearly.
Should be a card.
That is card worthy indeed. And we will have the first card of the game. And it will belong. It will go. It looks like to number 15 for Eastmontl, Mr. Andrade. So actually a very clean game otherwise. Has its first yellow card in the 55th minute. And Mr. Andrade will take a seat and will be replaced on the pitch by Ulises Maldonado. Free kick for Wenatchee. Mr. Abarca should perhaps count those. Mr. Elias should perhaps count those steps. He will not.
He's asking for him now. No, that's looks at
the wall. Yes, he's right.
That's only about 7 yards.
That is not 10 yards. Yes, and the assistant referee has to get involved. That's more like it, I would say.
Yeah,
maybe not quite there, but closer.
It shouldn't be the AR's
There's
job.
the shot. No, there's the shot, and it sails in front of everybody. Referee says it will be a corner kick, second corner kick of the half for Wenatchee, but you're absolutely right. The assistant referee should not have to get involved. We're back in action now. Across midfield we go. Cabrera being fouled that time by Sitio. Whistle on the play, foul called. Just so we're not confused, is Marcos Bravo with the number 1 jersey for Wenatchee. Not Sergio, that's the Eastmontl player with the 9 jersey. There's the shot, and Mr. Nelson without major problem answering the call by Mr. Vasquez. 55-55 on the clock. We're just past the first quarter hour of play in the second half. Off to the races we go. Alfredo Gonzalez. Gonzalez with plenty of room for Leon, but a bit too long there. Long kick by Nelson. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Eastmontl ball. Taking care of it will be number 16 Camacho, but there will be a substitution first. It's Tyler Wisen taking a break, and entering the contest is number 16 for Wenatchee, and that would be Ismael Cepeda. Whistle on the play. There's a player down. It's a Wenatchee player, number 19.
Yeah.
It looks like.
The little hand gesture after getting that card is really close to asking for a second one.
Yeah. So the second card of the game goes to Cabrera. Is that correct? He was the one that did the foul. He's the one that just got subbed for?
I believe so.
Yes. So in the 58th minute of play, Cabrera with the second yellow card of the game. There's Camarillo, being marked by Aviles. Camarillo, the shot and the stop by Mr. Gregerson, who has been nothing short of impeccable for the past 58 minutes. Gonzalez. Pass Rodriguez and on to Cabrera. Cepeda, whistle on the play, foul called. Wiersma up the field for Cepeda. Ball goes out of bounds. Taking care of this throw-in is number 4 for Wenatchee, Jacob Wiersma. We're going to have a substitution, one more substitution. Number 14, Omar Lopez taking a seat and being replaced by that young fella right at midfield, number 5, Freddy Reinaga. There's the corner kick. Bravo. And another corner kick coming, it seems like. One, two, three, four, 5 white jerseys in the box. There's the shot. Far post. Ball is stopped. Whistle has stopped the play, and it will be a free kick for Eastmontl. We have a very illustrious visitor here in the booth. Is our good friend Ed Navarro joining us for the remainder of this broadcast. Leon. Bravo, fouled by Gillen. Ball will belong to Eastmontl. Referee asking the players to relax a little bit, take a couple of deep breaths. And it will be a free kick for Eastmontl. Balauro, out of the box. Can't quite connect with Fuentes. Battling on that side is Rodriguez. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be Wenatchee ball, and it is. Ed Navarro, longtime referee, longtime friend of NCW Live Channel. And Ed, this, other than perhaps a yellow card and a red card and a goal, this game has had a little bit of everything.
That is correct. I mean, both teams are playing very, very intensive, and I mean, and that's what you expected from these both teams. You know,
Gillen, Camarillo, go ahead, please.
So yeah, so I think it's other than, like you said, other than a red and a goal, pretty much everything. The game has had everything.
Balauro, don't retaliate, Nate. That's how we get in trouble. Actually, how players get in trouble, not we. Balauro, there's a shove from behind, and that will cost a yellow card. Number 8 with the yellow card for Wenatchee. That is Israel Rocha. And now the teammates have to cool off Nate Balauro.
Yeah, I think he's not quite seeing the whole story here. That was definitely a yellow card worthy foul. But what's going on in between these fouls, what's really deeper than that one foul is something going on. I would almost recommend taking both players off, cooling them down a little bit, because there's more to it than what he just saw in that little microscope.
Getting ready for this upcoming free kick is Mr. Leon. Leon to the heart of the box. Big leap. Half volley. The shot. The stop. And Mr.
Nelson.
Fuentes cannot connect. And Nelson with a beautiful save. Ball goes out of bounds, and the crowd, especially the crowd on this side, coming alive here. Halfway through the second half. And a shot from behind, whistle on the play, and now it's going to be Mr. Gillen getting a bit of a lecture there by Nelson Elias.
I think both sides are very frustrated because what wasn't a foul in the first half, they were fighting through. He was letting it play on, and now both teams are finding the ground very easily in the referees, and they're getting the referee's whistle. So it's frustrating to watch this part of the game happen.
Wiersma battling that time with Rodriguez. Your take on it, Ed Navarro. You've been down there with a whistle around your neck.
I mean, that is correct. I mean, you know, on the first half, there was more play. That he was letting them play more, and now it's like they expect him to be.
Camarillo,
doing
deep
the same
ball.
way.
The shot across. Who's going to connect? There's Bravo. First on it, however, for Eastmontl is Maldonado. Playing again is Bravo. Marcos Bravo, cleared away by the back line of Eastmontl, and I do not see a foul there.
Both
I
players
honestly
had a
did
right
not see
to
a
that
foul.
ball in
Yes,
that
I did
case.
not see the foul there.
I think they both collided.
I think it was a 50-50 collision indeed. As Mr. Gonzalez checking his own jaw. That's the last thing this Wenatchee, this Eastmontl team needs is another player with a concussion. So both.
I think he might have a little bit of blood or something on his nose.
Yeah, it looks like there's blood. Yeah.
Yeah, there's going to be a substitution. It's going to be Cabrera. Cabrera replacing Gonzalez. Deep ball. Top of the box. Leon. Bit of a slip there by Medina.
Yeah, players are slipping a lot.
Yeah.
I wonder if
Cleared
the
away by Reynaga.
humidity's rising or something. And the field's getting slick.
There's definitely more intensity in the second half than the first half.
Cabrera. Nelson. Oh, he takes it away from his goalkeeper and he shots from behind. Let's see what the referee calls.
He called it out of bounds.
He called it out of bounds first, and now Ramon Rodriguez tried to insert a bit of his own type of vigilante justice. He goes after Nelson. He's quickly dissuaded by one of his teammates and one of his opponents. Some of these players need a breather, need a break, need a water break, a walk around the block, something. Because this could degenerate quickly into the kind of game that it hasn't been for the past 65 minutes and 2 seconds.
One thing some players really need to realize is simulation can also be called as a yellow card. And if you're already sitting on one, that's a dangerous proposition to be doing.
And Ramon Rodriguez, along with Diego Sitio, get themselves a lecture for jawing at each other. Ed, you were about to say something?
Yeah, I mean, just like we were saying, I mean, the intensity is getting, both teams are getting frustrated, and obviously they do want to win, and now it's been more contact. Again, I would have liked for Nelson to call a little bit tighter from the first half, so send some message on the second half. So now they're being more physical.
Camarillo, Avilés, back to Camarillo. Maldonado. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Wenatchee putting it into motion. Abraham Martinez, number 19. No, it will be Eastmontl after all. There's the throw-in by Camacho. Ball sails out of bounds. Another throw-in. Camacho once again. Interrupted by Marcos Bravo. Taken back by Wenatchee. Across midfield we go. That ball too deep for Camarillo. Camarillo cannot hide his frustration on that one.
Yeah, they had a good breakout attack right there. Opportunity again, just too strong. You need to put that ball more towards the corner if you're gonna put some meat on it.
Balauro. Leon. Taken away by Gillen. Trying again for Eastmontl is Vasquez. Camacho. Camacho. Gillen. Another try to connect with Camarillo. First on it is Fuentes. Across midfield. No, just at midfield. Stopped by Gillen. Medina. Off to the races. Down the flank. Shot across. And Wyson sends it to the birds. 67-26.
I think that was his easiest look of the night. Sometimes those easiest ones can be the hardest.
We're going to have a substitution.
And I think he bounced a little bit, it bounced before he got there, so I think that's what threw him off.
That's where Eastmontl is really praising the lumpy grass that they have.
Rodriguez will take a seat and will be replaced eventually by Alfredo Gonzalez once the referee takes note of it. No, they're just going for it. Substitution, and the referee paying close attention to Mr. Wyson right now, the younger one. And now there's a player down for Eastmontl, and they're calling for the trainer. It's Camacho. They're going to ask to stop the clock. Seems to be a stomach ailment, or perhaps a breathing problem, because he seems to have a little trouble catching his breath. Seems to be walking fine, though.
Just going to take him back to the training room.
Yep, number 12 for Eastmontl. Number 12 for Eastmontl will take his place. And that would be Mr. Jordan Jessup, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, Jordan Jessup will earn his first minutes of playing time here for the Wildcats. There's the whistle. And a foul called against the Wildcats. It will be Wenatchee ball.
This is in Jose's range right here. He hit his second goal on Wednesday night from this far out. It was just a dandy shot.
Mr. Fuentes cannot quite believe the call. Let's see what we're about to witness here. 69 minutes, 33 seconds. Let's not forget, if this game remains tied after the end of regulation, we will have 5 extra minutes of golden goal action, sudden death. First one to score wins the game. If it's still tied after those 5, we'll play 5 more. If it's still tied after those 5, it's the penalty kick shootout. Free kick for Wenatchee. It looks like it will be either Viramontes or Camarillo. Ultimately, is Viramontes. Not a major problem for the goal defended by Mr. Gregerson. Folks, experienced therapist in North Central Washington, the best, the most qualified. That's what Biosports Physical Therapy provides. You have the right to select your healthcare team. Why wouldn't you choose the best? Choose Biosports. Goal kick for Eastmontl, and behind the goal we see an Eastmontl player still being tended to. He's still vertical, but still not feeling quite 100%, judging by the way he's walking. He's got both hands on the top of his head. Ball goes out of bounds, and that will merit a quick lecture. That will merit a quick lecture by the referee to Mr. Reinaga for tossing the ball far and away from the Eastmontl player that was about to take that throw-in. Fuentes, Holland, ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for Eastmontl. Taking care of it will be Fuentes. Rejected. Trying again for Eastmontl is Aviles. Stopped again by Martinez. Bravo. Wiersma off to the races. Leon will get there first. Leon, the touch for Jessup. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Wenatchee ball. 71 minutes, 59 seconds. Folks, Harvest Valley Pest Control is your local North Central Washington pest control experts, serving Wenatchee, Chelan, Leavenworth, Quincy, Moses Lake, Ephrata, and everyone in between. Call 509-797-0090. There's the throw-in. Defensive header by Fuentes, who's done a good job on defense, considering that he came off the bench. And now he's sitting down. Maybe he's cramping up a little bit, looks like. Maybe a quad muscle.
Yeah, he had some quad issues the other night, and we saw him getting some first aid on the bench for the better part of the second half.
Yeah, and he's still feeling the effects of that particular maneuver. Viramontes and Camarillo. Camarillo and Viramontes. Across and past 3 markers. Wisen and Camarillo. Camarillo and the top of the box. Bravo. Cleared away by Aviles. Aviles and Fuentes, but Fuentes cannot connect. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for Wenatchee. 73 minutes, 15 seconds in this contest. And we're still knotted up at 1 apiece. Viramontes. Fuentes recovering for Eastmont. Deep ball. Pivoting header by Gonzalez. Gonzalez and Cabrera. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Wenatchee ball.
Yeah,
Holland.
Look at some sportsmanship here by Mr. Cabrera. That's pretty gutsy to be tossing the ball back like that, sitting on a yellow.
Folks, if you're a Mariner fan, you'd be happy to know that the Seattle Mariners are leading I'm going to mess this up, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim 3-1 in the 4th inning.
Oh, lots of time left for about 30 more runs by both teams.
That's the spirit. Oh, my goodness, what happened there? A big collision and a yellow card to Colby Gillen, number 2 for Wenatchee. Let's make a note of that. Yellow card, 75th minute. And that makes 1, 2, 3, 4 yellow cards by my count.
That was a hard foul. The player was moving laterally across the field. It wasn't in attack. Unless that's persistent infringement, I'm not sure I'm going to give that yellow, but maybe he's just really trying to get a hold of this.
Ball into the heart of the box, cleared away. Gonzalez from the top of the D trying to make some room between an ocean of white jerseys. Taken back quickly by Wiersma. Wiersma, the deep ball for Camarillo, enters the box. Camarillo, left-footed shot, and Mr. Nelson calls for it before Holland can swoop by. And we're back in action this time at midfield. Gregerson rolling to his right, connecting with Cabrera. Ball goes out of bounds, throw-in for Wenatchee. Reinaga, the defensive maneuver by Fuentes. Trying again is Viramontes, rejected by the center back for Eastmont. Cleared away by Wiersma. Jessup. Maldonado. Avilés trying to shield it away from, looked like Marcos Bravo. Struggled a little, but got the job done.
Yeah, that was kind of a cheeky little pass through there by Tyler.
No kidding. No kidding. Maldonado. Pushed upfield by Rocha. Rocha and Wyson. Bravo. Back to Wyson. Camarillo. Viramontes. Holland into the box. Shot across. Cleared away by the back line of Eastmont. Cabrera. Marked by Reinaga. Cabrera under siege. Fuentes. Vasquez. Camacho taken back. Fuentes going to try again. Delivers to his keeper. Not exactly at the feet, but Gregerson made it work. Leon, whistle on the play. I did not see a foul there, but we're going to go with what the experts say. Free kick for Eastmont. 76-56. We're still tied at 0-0. Gonzalez. Top of the box. The shot and the beautiful save of the shot by Tony Leon.
Great shot.
By Mr. Nelson.
Lots of traffic in front of Mr. Nelson. Good job picking that ball up, but he did a fantastic job keeping that ball on the floor there and just skipping it in.
Wyson. Martinez, whistle on the play, foul called. It will be Wenatchee ball. It should be Wenatchee ball. And Martinez with a lot to say to the referee, something I do not recommend. And now Sergio Bravo will take a seat, will be replaced by number 15, Andrade, for Eastmont. We're back in action now. Wiersma, marked by Cabrera. Wiersma, down the flank, ball goes out of bounds. It should be Wenatchee ball, and it is.
2 minutes left on this clock here. We got a frozen clock, so we're on the referee's watch now.
Thank you, Matt. We're still waiting for this play to resume. It's a throw-in for Wenatchee. Bit of a mixer at the top of the box. There's Holland. Holland making some room. Holland marked by 2. The turn. Viramontes. Viramontes. Nice maneuver by Viramontes, but good job by the defense that time. It looks like Andrade just staying with him. Staying with his man. Indeed, it was Andrade. It will be a throw-in for Wenatchee.
Now, if we go deadlocked into the end of this regulation, we'll have up to 2 5-minute sudden death or golden goal overtime periods.
Bit of a header. Past Viramontes. Camarillo trying again. There's Valauro. This guy's got some speed. He's got some wheels on him, but nice job by his marker, Mr. Reynaga, sending it to the throw-in, allowing his team to regroup.
Great job tracking back. Freddie saw that all the way and was really on his horse getting back. Otherwise, it's one-on-one in a dangerous situation.
Valauro very dangerous in that kind of situation. We have just seen number 16, Camacho, return to the play, return to the pitch, replacing Jessup in the Eastmontl lineup.
My clock here's got
and
us
another
about 20.
substitution. It looks like, sorry about that, Matt. It looks like Reynaga is going to limp away and be replaced by Lopez.
Hopefully he didn't pull something there, but he's hobbling pretty good. We're looking at about 2 minutes right now. So now let's see what we got. Extra time on the referee's watch.
Holland sending it to another throw-in. Taking care of this one is Fuentes. Top corner of the box. Back to Fuentes. Cabrera, the header. Not a major problem for Mr. Nelson. Gillen. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw in for Wenatchee. Gillen. Down the flank for Camarillo. Over to chase it is Camacho. Camacho. With more urgency than style, sending it to the throw-in. There's the throw-in. Trying to clear it is Vasquez. Wyson the shot. Wyson and the upright, saving Eastmontl. Trying again into the box. Waiting for it was Camarillo. Cleared away nimbly by Aviles. There's Valauro. Sitio. Lopez. Ball goes out of bounds. The Windmill Restaurant of Wenatchee prides itself on being a local legend for 80 years. The Windmill features low-roasted prime rib, highest quality hand-cut steaks, and fresh seafood. Homemade dressings and pies are made daily and are the mainstay of this legendary restaurant. The Windmill has a full bar and an excellent selection of beer and wine from which to choose. Call the Windmill today at 665-9529. That bounces off a teammate, and ball goes out of bounds. It will be Wenatchee ball. Holland cleared away that time by Fuentes. Recovered by Sitio. Sitio battling with Valauro. Valauro prevailing, leaving one behind, trying for 2. First on it, however, will be Abraham Martinez. Whistle on the play, foul called. Valauro does not agree, and the referee has to tell him to take a quick, deep breath there and to relax, because there's no need to lose their cool. Especially not at this instance of the game. Viramontes and Holland. Holland. Marked that time by Andrade. Shot across, and it sails in front of the mouth of the goal. And there's the whistle that tells us that once again for the Eastmontl Wildcats, it's time to work overtime. We're still tied at 0-0. Very entertaining second half, and 10 more minutes, at the very least 5 more minutes to go. When we come back, we'll tell you all about them here on NCW Live Channel. Don't go away.
Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning has been proudly serving the Wenatchee Valley for over 35 years. And just as Dick's has been there for you, they have also been an essential part of our community, supporting local youth sports all year long and your Wenatchee Wild.
Thanks for your support. Thanks, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, for all your support. Thank you.
Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, your local, independent, trained comfort specialist. Call 884-6444 today.
At Harvest Valley Pest Control, we know you are committed to making your home and business a healthy and pest-free place. Hi, I'm David. Give us a call and we'll give you a firm price over the phone and schedule a time that works for you. We'll do an in-depth 30-point healthy home or business inspection and craft a customized plan of action designed specifically for your pest issue. Give us a call or visit our website today.
Choose the pros, Alignment Pros. When your vehicle needs brakes, shocks, struts, or alignment, choose the experts in their field. Alignment Pros and Express Lube with a 5-star rating. The work they perform on your vehicle is as impeccable as their shop. With state-of-the-art equipment, Alignment Pros can handle all large or small vehicles, specialty cars, lifted or lowered. Alignment Pros does them all. Keep your car in top shape at Alignment Pros and Express Lube in East Wenatchee.
Hi, I'm Kevin Prosser, and this is my print shop, Color Effects in Cashmere. Color Effects offers screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing on t-shirts, jerseys, bags, banners, signs, and more. With 30 years experience, you won't be disappointed with the quality and quick turnaround times you will get at more than a fair price. Please call Color FX.
Welcome back to Eastmontl High School, where we have just been witnesses to 80 minutes of top-notch soccer action for you. But still, no victor, so we're going to try for 10 more, at the very least 5 more, in this upcoming sudden death golden goal period. First team to score wins the soccer version of the Battle of the Bridge between Eastmontl and Wenatchee. Wenatchee and Eastmontl. We're still tied at 0-0. Sebastián Moraga alongside with Matt Wisen here in East Wenatchee, the old 98802. And entertaining contest, very hard fought, very intense. These teams do not want to give each other not even the semblance of quarter here. They want to go after each other with everything they've got. Unfortunately, after working on the road and here at home, the legs are going to begin to get tired if they're not tired already.
Oh yeah, these players are definitely put in some time. Those minutes are starting to add up. Now we got some.
A bit of a shove there. A bit of a shove there. It's Mr. Fuentes shoving Tyler Wisen. Play continues, however. Throw in, and it will be Eastmontl going left to right on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. Bravo. Fuentes. Fuentes back to Bravo. Bravo. Fuentes. Mark that time by Lopez. Lopez. Recovered by Bravo. It's a hard-fought moments here at Eastmontl High School. We're almost 1 minute into this first overtime period. Throwing for Eastmontl. Bravo. The header. Balauro. Looked like he was going to swing away. Instead, he went for the turn. Shot from behind. And sent to the corner kick. Nimble maneuver by Balauro, making the ball bounce off Viramontes. Corner kick for the Eastmontl Wildcats. First corner kick of the overtime period, and it favors the hosting Wildcats. Taking care of it is Balauro. Everybody but 2 players decked in red in offensive labor right now. Everybody else is inside the box. Cleared away partially that time, looks like by Wisen. No, it's Gillen. That one's Wisen. Taken back by Cabrera. Balauro, he's onside. Balauro, who's waiting in the heart of the box. He goes way too far. Quite disappointed with himself, and Cabrera is just as disappointed, both on each end of the field, expressing their dismay and displeasure at how that play turned out. Nelson with the goal kick into Eastmontl territory. Camarillo taken back by Camacho. Pushing forth are the Wenatchee midfielders trying to connect with Wisen, and now Wisen goes and puts some pressure on Gregerson. Here come the Panthers. Gillen battling with Andrade. Gillen. Lopez into the box. Camarillo, he's dangerous there. Camarillo cleared away nimbly by Aviles. And speaking of dangers, here comes Cabrera. Cabrera off to the races, trying to get into the box. Cabrera shot across, and nobody to keep him company. A couple of steps too late was Mr. Gonzalez, Alfredo Gonzalez, 83-13. And forget about tired legs. They're going after each other with everything they've got. Substitution coming. It looks like number 9, Holland, taking a seat for Wenatchee. Being replaced by Marcos Bravo, number 1. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will be a throw-in for Wenatchee. 83-45. A minute and a quarter left in this first extra period of soccer action. Heart of the box, Gillen. Aviles connecting with Cabrera. A bit of a slip there for Gonzalez, unfortunate for Eastmontl. There's a whistle. Handball called. Thank you, Matt. And it will be Wenatchee ball. Founded in 2000, One Way is a premier custom home builder and construction company in Leavenworth, Kashmir, Chelan, Wenatchee, and North Central Washington areas. Whether your project requires general contracting, framing, concrete, or consulting services, they want to be a part of making your vision a reality. They believe that great communication and customer service plays the most important role of a successful construction project. Find them on the web at onewayconstructionnw.com. Quick run. Bravo into the box. Shot across the header. Goal, 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 goal! Jose Camarillo wins it for the Wenatchee Panthers. 84 minutes, 48 seconds, and a beautiful combination between Marcos Bravo and Jose Camarillo. And the folks from across the bridge are partying like crazy across from us here up in the booth. Wenatchee takes this one by a score of 1-0. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we have the post-game show and a quick recap of the action here on NCW Live Channel. Don't go away.
Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning has been proudly serving the Wenatchee Valley for over 35 years. And just as Dick's has been there for you, they have also been an essential part of our community, supporting local youth sports all year long and your Wenatchee Wild.
Thanks for your support. Thanks, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, for all your support. Thank you.
Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, your local, independent, trained comfort specialist. Call 884-6444 today.
What's your Automocha emergency?
It's a Frappuccino mocha with whip.
The espresso shakes are my most favorite because I can get any flavor. Peanut butter chocolate for pita.
Definitely espresso shakes.
My favorite is the mocha for pitas.
A peach Red Bull.
At Harvest Valley Pest Control, we know you are committed to making your home and business a healthy and pest-free place. Hi, I'm David. Give us a call and we'll give you a firm price over the phone and schedule a time that works for you. We'll do an in-depth 30-point healthy home or business inspection and craft a customized plan of action designed specifically for your pest issue. Give us a call or visit our website today.
Choose the pros, Alignment Pros. When your vehicle needs brakes, shocks, struts, or alignment, choose the experts in their field. Alignment Pros and Express Lube with a 5-star rating. The work they perform on your vehicle is as impeccable as their shop. With state-of-the-art equipment, Alignment Pros can handle all large or small vehicles, specialty cars, lifted or lowered. Alignment Pros does them all. Keep your car in top shape at Alignment Pros and Express Lube in East Wenatchee.
Hi, I'm Kevin Prosser, and this is my print shop, Color Effects in Cashmere. Color Effects offers screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing on t-shirts, jerseys, bags, banners, signs, and more. With 30 years experience, you won't be disappointed with the quality and quick turnaround times you will get at more than a fair price. Please call Color FX.
My name is Brian Thorpe. I own Global Car Care in Wenatchee and have been here for about 25 years.
Brian started Global Car Care as Brian's automotive alternative on Orondo Street.
Some customers were following Brian since Brian's automotive time.
No, we're just grateful to be part of this community. This is where I grew up. We want to do our part to be a valuable part of this community. We want to thank you for trusting our business for 25 years.
Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning has been proudly serving the Wenatchee Valley for over 35 years. And just as Dick's has been there for you, they have also been an essential part of our community, supporting local youth sports all year long and your Wenatchee Wild.
Thanks for your support. Thanks, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, for all your support. Thank you.
Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, your local, independent, trained comfort specialist. Call 884-6444 today.
Welcome back to Eastmontl High School, where we have just witnessed Eastmontl and the Wenatchee Panthers go after each other with everything they got, and game well deserving of the title of Clásico. Ultimately, Wenatchee takes this one by a score of 1-0 in overtime, and we want to thank both coaches, Coach Vidal Hurtado of the Wildcats, Dennis Stronson of the Panthers, for joining us here in this post-game show. And Coach Hurtado, there really isn't anything that you could have asked for of your players today. They left it all out there.
Yeah, they did, and they always do, and that's why I love coaching them. So Wenatchee is a well-deserved win. They had more chances. First half, it was on their side, or it was on our side, on our end, and our keeper just kept us in the game multiple times. Second half, it was evened out, more competitive, both sides of the field. And you know, we've been in overtime so many times. Somebody's going to catch us eventually. So they well-deserved win for Wenatchee.
Now, what do you say about the performance? You mentioned it briefly a second ago about Gregerson. He was outstanding today. He was on his game basically all 85, 90 minutes.
I wish he would have showed up last year. He's an incredible player. Great character, coachable. It's exactly who you want to have on your team. So I look forward to have him for the rest of the season and for next year. He has kept us in every game when we were playing well and we weren't playing so well. So he's, love the guy.
Absolutely. Matt Wiseman, take it away.
Coach, so I imagine the first half kind of went as scripted. You had, I lost count of how many shots your team had, a lot of production inside the attacking third. But you're going against Mr. Gregerson tonight, who's on his game, who's just built a brick wall up in front of the goal. What do you say to your team at halftime, outside of everybody forward, to go into the second half?
Well, we really wanted to keep building. You know, unfortunately, got a few guys dinged, but I thought we did a good job. They opened the game up quite a bit, but he stood tall in the box. That's all you can ask out of a goalkeeper. And I always tell the players, if you are playing great and you happen to lose because one player just steps up their game, you go shake their hand and thank them for the match, because it's something to remember. And you know, getting that last goal, man, you better be proud of that, because they come really tough the way he was playing tonight. And you know, it's just we're able to get a ball just out of his reach and goes in the back of the net, ends the game. But just prior to that, they had a great look at goal that just went wide of the post, could have went in, and the match could have ended 30 seconds earlier with the opposite results. So I think both of our teams are quality. I think this is going to come down to I really think a two-horse race in the Big Nine between us. One of us is going to the state tournament, and unfortunately one won't, because we only have one berth this year.
Well, it's a fantastic game, and usually 1-0 victories is a knock against a team from the non-sports lover or the non-soccer lover. But I can say this match is a lot different. You guys, thank both your teams for providing, as always, an excellent game.
Absolutely. Thank you very much to the both of you.
Thank you.
And thank you for sticking with us in this entertaining contest between Wenatchee and Eastmontl. On behalf of everyone involved in this production, I'm Sebastián Moraga. That is Matt Wisen on the other end, saying thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching High School Sports on the NCW Life Channel. Today's broadcast of High School Sports on the NCW Life Channel was brought to you by Alignment Pros and Express Lube, Auto Mocha, Color FX, Global Car Care, One Way Construction, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Biosports Physical Therapy, The Windmill Restaurant, and Harvest Valley Pest Control. This concludes tonight's coverage of high school sports on your home for local sports, the NCW Life Channel.